Ange Postecoglou makes bold claim about his future at Tottenham. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Before we dive into this update, be sure to press that subscribe button and keep up with all the latest news. Ange Postecoglou has made a bold claim that suggests his stance regarding his future at Tottenham. After a lost match against Brighton, Tottenham Hotspur manager Ange Postecoglou has made a bold claim about his ability to turn the club's fortunes around, particularly concerning their defensive frailties. After a solid first half where Spurs were 2-0 up, they completely crumbled in the second half, letting in 3 goals in just 18 minutes. Although it was a tough loss to take, Postecoglou's response has got fans and pundits chatting. Postecoglou's body language spoke volumes as he watched his side struggle to cope with Brighton's attacking onslaught. Instead of laying the blame on his players for the individual errors that led to the defeat, the manager took full responsibility. In a welcome change from previous Tottenham managers who frequently blamed players after poor outings, Postecoglou's style has struck a chord with many. He recognised the flaws in his squad, but highlighted his belief in his capability to tackle these problems head-on. When asked about the mistakes made during the match, Postecoglou confidently stated, "There is a lot I can do about it. That's why I'm in the role. If I couldn't do anything about it, I'd get somebody else to sit here." By taking responsibility, he sends a strong message that he's in this together with his team, ready to work alongside them to fix their defensive issues. This sense of camaraderie could be crucial in boosting morale and motivating players to step up and own their performances on the pitch. The statement also clearly highlights Postecoglou's confidence for the future. Just a few weeks ago, there were already rumours that he would be sacked, but the Australian coach continues to exude self-assurance in himself and his work. Tottenham may have signed Dominic Solanke this summer, but that doesn't stop the club looking for more attacking reinforcements, and they are now casting eyes towards the Portuguese league for one striker in particular. The £65 million transfer to bring Solanke to North London was quite literally a big deal for Spurs, and his arrival has helped to fill a gap that had been prevalent since the departure of Harry Kane in 2023. But with injuries continuing to plague Richarlison, there is a belief that Ange Postecoglou may need another striker to add to his ranks. Whether that comes in January or next summer remains to be seen, but the latest on the situation comes from Football Insider sources, who claim the Lilywhites have already sent scouts to take a look at Samu Omorodion, and what a game to choose to go and watch him too. The Spain under-21 international was in prolific form against Manchester United in midweek in the Europa League, scoring 2 goals as Porto earned a 3-3 draw against the Red Devils. It is said Spurs scouts were joined by representatives from Chelsea in watching the 20-year-old at the Estadio do Dragão on Thursday night. Omorodion's move to Porto came in bizarre circumstances during the summer. The young forward was on the verge of joining Chelsea in the summer as part of the deal taking Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid. However, when Omorodion's part of the deal fell through, Gallagher had to return to Chelsea until an alternative agreement could be found. In the end, Chelsea got João Felix and the transfer for Gallagher went ahead. Porto reportedly paid just £13 million for Omorodion, but the player will be worth far more now. It is worth noting that Atletico still have a 50% sell-on clause in the deal. Signing someone like Omorodion could provide the perfect alternative to Solanke in attack, as he's a very different striker to the current Spurs frontman. He's a more bulky, pacey proposition and, given his age, could flourish into a top striker in years to come. However, the fact he has just joined Porto suggests he is very unlikely to move on again anytime soon. Tottenham are reportedly still interested in signing Crystal Palace star Eberechi Eze, who has also been linked to Arsenal and Manchester City. Spurs have reportedly set their sights on Crystal Palace's Eberechi Eze, with fresh interest in securing the talented midfielder's services next summer. According to Football Insider, the London club are keeping a close watch on the 26-year-old, whose current contract runs until June 2027 and includes a £68 million release clause that will become active next summer. Eze has emerged as one of the standout players in the Premier League, particularly after a strong start to the new season. With 3 goals and 1 assist in just 8 appearances across all competitions, his performances have not only caught the attention of Tottenham, but also several other top clubs. While this decision demonstrated Spurs' commitment to addressing immediate squad needs, their interest in Eze has not diminished. The midfielder's skill set might align with Tottenham's playing style, making him an appealing option for manager Ange Postecoglou. With key players like Heung-min Son and James Maddison already making significant contributions to the squad, Eze's arrival could enhance their attacking depth, providing more options in crucial matches. While a transfer for Eze in January seems unlikely, Tottenham are reportedly expected to keep a close eye on his development throughout the season. Should the £68 million release clause be activated, it could pave the way for a more straightforward negotiation process, allowing Spurs to secure a player who could significantly improve their midfield. A lot can happen between now and the summer of 2025, and the perspective of Ange Postecoglou or the Spurs management may change, making the potential signing of Eze less urgent. The reality is that it is still too early to assume that a transfer is a real possibility. We'll have to wait and see. Paul Robinson has revealed what his sources at Spurs have told him about the club's rumoured interest in Angel Gomes. Gomes has developed into one of the most consistent midfielders in League One over the past couple of years. Now that he has broken into the England side, it appears only a matter of time before he is poached by a Premier League club. The 23-year-old is now in the final year of his contract at Lille, and it was reported by HITC last month that the player has no intention of signing a new contract at Pierre-Mauroy Stadium. The outlet added that Tottenham are keeping a close eye on the former Manchester United man, who fits the bill for the kind of number 8 that Ange Postecoglou is looking for. Robinson reveals that his contacts within Spurs have confirmed that the club are interested in signing the Lille star. The former Tottenham number 1 also insists that Gomes would undoubtedly improve Postecoglou's midfield. When asked about Spurs' rumoured interest in Gomes, the pundit told Football Insider, "He's certainly a player that would make the team better without a doubt. I think he's proven himself on the international scale, and Lee Carsley obviously has a lot of faith in him because he's a good player. Given his age, I think he can only get better. I think you'd have to look at him a bit higher up the pitch. If you look at the cover, they've got in a deeper position with Bentancur, Bissouma, Sarr. Maddison's been playing deep, and they've also got Archie Gray. An attack-minded midfielder is something Tottenham will be looking at alongside James Maddison, and from what I hear from people at the club, Gomes could definitely be an option. While one can understand why Tottenham were looking at a number 8 in the summer, one does wonder if that would still be a priority for Ange, now that Dejan Kulusevski is thriving in that role. I would not be surprised if the Australian instead decides to sign another pacey wide option to offer competition to Brennan Johnson. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications on our latest content. Don't forget to like this video and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs.